If you know anything about old school RuneScape, you know that a big proportion of the player base live on Reddit. The primary OSRS subreddit r/2007scape is quite unique, since the Jagex moderators regularly get involved and interact with the community on the subreddit, with many claiming that if you want anything to get fixed or changed, you should post about it on Reddit. This provides some strong community ties and relations, which is a rarity in gaming nowadays. In many games, such as Counter-Strike with Valve for example, it can be extremely difficult for players to reach or have any influence over the developers of the game, even for that game's biggest creators. But luckily, old school RuneScape doesn't have this problem, and while this is a great thing to have, sometimes this can create unnecessary drama. So I thought it would be interesting to have a look at the top 10 all-time Reddit posts and see what's influenced the OSRS community the most over the years. Does anyone remember this legend? This first post is about McFluffigans and his do-or-die quest to get the beaver pet from the woodcutting skill. He was so determined that he decided to post one fun fact about beavers every day until he received the beaver. And let me tell you, he was relentless. Now Reddit loved this guy, but some had their suspicions and doubted he was even trying to get the beaver pet at all. And so, Reddit detectives got onto the case to see what they could find. After thorough investigation, McFluffigans was found to be innocent, with irrefutable evidence coming in on day 42 when he finally managed to snag the 1 in 72,000 drop and receive the pet while chopping redwoods. With the lucky fun fact of the day stating, the state of Michigan threatened local beavers with a $10,000 fine per day for failing to remove their dams. This also snagged him the #1 spot on the subreddit's all-time posts at the time, even beating out Wooks getting old school's first ever Infernal Cape. Subsequently, McFluffigans would go down in OSRS Reddit history. Even 8 years later, he still sneaks into the top 10 all-time posts. Of course, there was never going to be a top 10 all-time Reddit post without some controversy. At number 9, we have LiveE2, who claims he should have received a $10,000 bounty put up by Jagex in return for information regarding the identity of individuals or organizations who were responsible for the DDoS attacks against their servers. A little more on this shortly. The title reads as follows. In 2014, I tipped off Jagex to a massive world DDoSer to claim a $10,000 bounty. The information I submitted was blatantly used in the court case against him by the FBI. Years later, no payout. Had to threaten Jagex legally to claim the $10,000, never paid. This is a complicated story, so bear in mind I don't have time to get into all the nitty gritty, but to try and put it short, in 2013 Jagex were requesting information regarding the DDoS attacks we just spoke about on their servers, and put out a community post saying that there was a $10,000 bounty for any information that led to the arrests of the criminals or organizations responsible for the attacks. DDoSing was a widespread problem at the time, and anyone who played back then remembers how unplayable the game was with all the disconnections and the extremely punishing old death mechanics, which meant bossing was off the table for an extended period of time for a large portion of the player base. The DDoSers got so bad that eventually the death mechanics were changed, and despite the change being a temporary solution, the death mechanics never changed back. Moreover, OP claims that the IP address used in the FBI case against the alleged DDoSers was a 1-to-1 match with the one he provided Jagex, as well as multiple usernames he provided that he claims also matched. LiveE2 stated the following in their post. In a series of arrests, all which stemmed from the accused willing to give up his accomplices to avoid a jail sentence, someone admits to the world DDoSing of 2013. I submitted valid and correct information on a world DDoSer who was subsequently arrested and charged for the crimes outlined in the 2013 CEO's post. I also provided a lot more identifiable information, such as the social media accounts of the individual. LiveE2 contacted ModWeath in an attempt to get paid the bounty and shared some screenshots of their conversations over Twitter that I'll put up, and you can pause if you'd like to read them. The TLDR is that ModWeath was unable to help as he wasn't closely involved with the case. Some Reddit users agreed with Jagex's decision not to pay the bounty out and weren't so convinced that OP had the right to the bounty. After being denied the bounty, OP requested a subject access request from Jagex, which is a form of request by an individual to an organization to disclose what personal data they have about that individual. It's a right granted under data privacy laws in the UK. Personally, I'm unsure what personal data of his would be related to the case or how it would help prove his claim's legitimacy, but nonetheless, OP shares that his request turned up nothing. To this day, he has not been paid. This isn't the only time Jagex has been involved in a drama regarding $10,000 rewards or bounties, however this one seems a bit foggier than some of the others. At number 8 we have our second most recent top 10 post, and this is a sad one regarding OP's RuneScape playing grandfather, who unfortunately passed away at the age of 92. OP shares that his grandfather was the one who got him into RuneScape, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. I can't imagine how much fun it'd be to play with a parent or grandparent. It's nice to see the community getting behind one of us during tough times, enough so that the post landed at number 8 on the all-time list. Post number 7 shows a creative evolution of the Trump and Kim Jong-un meme created by Grande, and reminds us that none of us are ever truly safe from North Korea or that alluring cash stack over the ditch in the distance. Is this Lewis still even around?
I just want to say that I didn't really expect it.
Legends, if you're enjoying the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing and helping me get this channel off the ground. Cheers. At number 6 is the first of 3 videos made by Golden Gnome winning Lil Smokey, who makes arguably the best animated videos of RuneScape. So let's take a quick look and see what's taken the number 6 spot. I gotta say, I'm not really sure what I expected to be up in the top few posts, especially with comments like these. FBI, open up! From here it gets a little tricky because number 1, 4, and 5 are all part of the same drama. So it's important to preface that some screenshots will be from all 3 threads to help with continuity. At number 4 and 5 we come to maybe the biggest drama OSRS has ever seen. Is it Deadman related? Or maybe a rock controversy? Is it the Stellar Mod Trident and Odablock saga? Or perhaps did a stream sniping in this year's Deadman All-Stars? Not quite. It's actually the controversy that surrounded the release of RuneScape HD back in 2021. RuneScape HD was created and worked on by RS117 for over 2 years. It's important to note that this entire project was widely anticipated and Jagex was well aware of its production the entire time, with RS117 regularly posting screenshots updating Reddit and building excitement. However, at the 11th hour, after all code and bugs were reviewed and fixed, just days before it was due to release, RS117 was contacted by Jagex, who demanded he shut down the project or they would be taking legal action against him. This created widespread disappointment and anger, and the public response was something quite incredible and would make any Valley rioter proud. I could do an entire video on this, but in short, after much public outcry, Jagex decided to come to an agreement with RS117 and allowed him to release RuneScape HD in collaboration with Jagex via RuneLite. This was a huge victory for Scapers and highlighted that through enough solidarity, when the community comes together we can make good things happen, and Jagex will, sometimes, listen when they're actively making a big mistake. At number 3, it's another sick edit by Lil Smokey. I won't be using the whole clip, so I'll link the full video and his channel down below if you guys want to check him out, but I'll show my favorite bits of this incredible RuneScape edit that begs the question, should we have gotten sailing or skateboarding as the new skill? At number 2, we have the highly controversial and Golden Gnome winning leak, provided by none other than, you guessed it, Lil Smokey. This leak sheds shocking light on events that occurred, unbeknownst to the community, behind the production of Settled Swampletics series, and it wasn't what anyone could have imagined.
There's been about 200 hours of progress done in these last 3 weeks, And next episode, we're going to be pushing that to over 300 because I'm going to be getting the Abyssal Whip next episode. Mark my words. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
In all seriousness though, Shoutout settled, his Swampletic series has to be pushing for the best OSRS series ever made. What do you guys think? Let me know if you think it's the best RuneScape series ever made, and if not, what is? Moving on, but also backwards as I mentioned earlier, number 1 is the original post of when RuneScape HD got shut down. There's no need to dive any deeper, we'd be here all day. But if you weren't already thinking about how big an outrage this event sparked, think about how of the top Reddit posts of all time in old school RuneScape, a subreddit that's been consistently active for well over a decade, these threads rank 1st, 4th, and 5th, with a combined 167,000 upvotes and 9,700 comments. To add to this, earlier this year Jagex announced delays to their RuneScape HD program, which shows just how long we'd have been waiting if things had ended differently. But luckily they didn't, and lucky for me, that allows me to finish this video on a positive note. So thanks so much for watching. We're going to be trying a few different types of videos to launch this channel off, so subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.